Hi guys, Nick60 here, coming to you with a quick look at what's been going on with Combat Arms. Well, more specifically, what the end result of what's been on with Combat Arms has been so far. They have completely rebalanced leveling and most importantly, gear points and what's going on in the shop. And after having had a couple days of really having a look and playing with a couple friends and seeing everything that's changed, I have really got to say that they have made a huge improvement. I wish that I could get some footage in, but my recording software is having issues. I still can't seem to fix it, so the next couple videos, this one and the next one will probably just use reused footage as I talk again, but it's just Combat Arms has really turned around from the direction that they were headed. As veteran players know, they had a whole lot of pay-to-win guns in the black market where you really couldn't get those without having paid out NX in some way, shape, or form, be it from black high-set cases or just buying the gun regularly, or that was pretty much it at the time, I guess, because even the weapon cases weren't were all NX. But they have significantly reworked the system. You can now purchase keys for the Ghost high set case, which is anything from meh weapons to really great weapons. You can purchase those with both NX or gear points, and all these NX guns that have kind of been out of the reach for anyone that can't pay or won't pay, or just in general have not gotten NX for some reason. All these NX weapons are now available for rental, and they've rebalanced how the leveling affects this and what's available. And from my perspective, at a lieutenant grade, that has opened up such a massive library of weapons. I mean, I thought that I was honestly wary that they would keep just throwing them all at the really high tier levels, and they have not done that. There are so many weapons that I was not able to use, be it because they were higher level gear point or because they were NX, and they are now just open because the ranking has been revamped, and I've gotten to see a lot of it through a friend of mine, Jay, who has appeared a long time ago in videos, because he just recently got back in and started playing again, and his response to seeing the shop was, "Where did all these weapons come from?" He was absolutely thrilled. First thing he did was he went and got the 50 cal, and so seeing it from the perspective of someone who has definitely had less contact with the higher tier weapons than I have, and is at a much lower rank than me, was really cool to see just how impressive this has been in terms of opening things up even for people at lower tiers. And it's just really made me start to change my thinking in terms of my opinion of Nexon. I mean, when Combat Arms first got out, it was an okay alternative first-person shooter. Like I said, I've been with it since almost at the very beginning, so it was good. And then they introduced the black market, and at first it was okay because it was mostly just cosmetic differences like the AK Gold and the Valkyrie. And then it really became pay to win. In my opinion, has just been dropping ever since then, as it's just become more and more pay to win. But I've got to be honest, with the new changes and the new balances to the game, yeah, there's still some stuff that you're gonna have to pay for, but they have really hit that point where it's like, okay, now they're playing fair again. They have genuinely rebalanced the game in a way that makes it fair for users at all levels, and and just made it fun again, where it's not going to be the only people with the good weapons or people who got lucky like I have, or people that have shelled out large quantities of money for ultimate top tier gear. It's now you just got to be willing to save your gear points up for whatever you want. And I'm really impressed with Nexon. Good for Nexon for making this decision and rebalancing this game, because that's a show of real good decision making. And I am going back into the yes, I do admit to having Call of Duty, but I'm going back into the camp of saying that Combat Arms really is a pretty good first-person shooter. And it is, once again, balanced. So, yeah, there. I have changed my mind, done a complete 180 over the past 4 days. And that is about all that I have for this video, but I just wanted to throw that out there for anyone that's still leery of the game being as pay to win as it was literally about a week, 2 weeks ago. It's probably the fastest reversal I have seen in any game in terms of their style of looking at how things go. In terms of how quickly they have announced to implemented the changes. So that's all I have to say. Those of you that have kind of stayed away from it, feel free to take another stab at it, because it's legitimately become really, really fun again. And not to say it wasn't fun either, but I guess fair is a better word. And it has certainly opened up. I'm going to have to just spam the reviews now, because so many choices. So feel free to request whatever the heck you feel needs reviewed from the new outlines, and save your gear points, because there's a whole lot more options out now. Nick60 signing off. I will see you guys in the channel update.